Welcome back to the channel, my lovely friends, and welcome to Negroni week. Yes, in the next 7 days you're probably gonna see tons of Negronis all over YouTube, Instagram, TikTok and everywhere where you have a social media presence. And it's nothing wrong with that. I'll give you some ideas as well just to join the crowd with this wonderful Negroni week bonanza. Let's put it that way. So if you don't know what is Negroni week, it's basically when bars all around the world gather together and serve Negronis to help hospitality charities. Depends on the country, it's a different hospitality charities. And also so many companies like gin companies, Vermouth, Campari as well, also helping hospitality charities for people who it's from the business but need some more help. And it's absolutely fantastic way of helping fellow bartenders or hospitality members, okay? Now I'm gonna share with you every day one Negroni instead of dropping a video just for, let's say, 5 or 7 Negronis. So for this week, I'll see you pretty much every day. But today, let's see what we have to start with. So if you're ready for some shakes, stirrs and sips, let's crack on with the first Negroni for the week. The Negroni dominate the world cocktail scene since 1919, and since then there's tons of riffs created for this cocktail, which is absolutely fantastic because the template of the cocktail allows you to do so many different versions, sticking to the core of the cocktail of course, and experiment with different flavors and finishes of the cocktail. So today we're gonna start with a riff simply called Cocogroni, and if that doesn't kind of click the bell, of course, it's made with coconut rum. So we're skipping the gin here and we're starting with coconut rum to bring a little bit of kind of a tropic vibe to this wonderful bitter concoction, okay? For the Cocogroni, you're gonna need a coconut rum and not any coconut liqueur rum, okay? Because there's many out there on the market. You need a proper rum. For this, we're gonna use Koko Kanu, which is absolutely fantastic and in my personal experience, one of the best to use in the cocktails because it's kicking the 37.5 ABV and it's a proper rum inside, okay? It's not any kind of a liqueur. It's basically a Jamaican rum with coconut flavor, okay? Of course, you're gonna need the Campari to make a Negroni, but not necessarily in every Negroni which we're gonna see this week. However, today we're using the Campari. And to bring a little bit more touch and sweetness, we're using Carpano Antica Formula Vermouth. For garnish, we are going to use coconut flakes. So let's make a Cocogroni, okay? You're gonna start with a mixing glass and you're gonna start with 1 ounce of the coconut rum. Following by 1 ounce or 30 ml of the Campari. And finally 1 ounce or 30 ml of the Carpano Antica Formula Vermouth. Simple as that. Fill up your mixing glass with lots of ice because we want to cool and dilute this cocktail, but not overly diluted, okay? Give it a good stir until your glass is steamed from the outside for about 30 to 40 seconds. Once your glass is steamed from outside, you're basically ready to go. If you want to dilute a little bit more, feel free to stir for a longer, but I'm absolutely happy with what I have in front of me. Grab your favorite old-fashioned or a double old-fashioned glass, and preferably if you have a lovely piece of big chunk of ice. If not, just fill up the glass with ice, okay? Put a lot of ice. You need to keep this wonderful cocktail cold as possible. And to garnish, of course, you can make a rim of coconut, but in this case, we're just gonna sprinkle a few coconut flakes on the top. So when you drink, you're gonna have a little bit of these crunchy coconut flakes in your mouth, just to enjoy and elevate a little bit more the tropical experience. So this is it, day 1 Negroni week on Just Shake or Stir with Cocogroni, my lovely friends. I'll see you tomorrow with another Negroni. For now, cheers, and as always, I love you and I leave you. Bye bye.